Hello and welcome to the channel. Two of the major political parties jostling for power at the next year presidential election are Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) yesterday continued their respective party campaigns in London and Lagos. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Tinubu takes campaign to UK. Atiku train storms Lagos. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the 2023 general elections, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, on Monday took his campaign to London, United Kingdom, where he revealed his plans to rebuild the nation's economy, security and foreign policy if elected as president. This came as the presidential candidate of the opposition People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, stormed Lagos and urged Lagosians to change the APC government, which he said had been dominated by one family. Tinubu, who spoke at the Chatham House in London, shared his thoughts during an address titled Nigeria's 2023 Elections, Security, Economic and Foreign Policy Imperatives. He said, "The challenges which have manifested themselves with regard to our national and regional development as well as security trajectories are very well known to all of us here. Radical extremists, violence, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, human trafficking, trafficking in weapons, trafficking in drugs, climate change and resource-driven conflicts." Tinubu was accompanied to the lecture by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, Governors Nasir El-Rufai, Kaduna, Abdullahi Ganduje, Kano, Dakpo Abiodun, Ogun, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos, Abubakar Bello, Niger, Ben Ayade, Cross River, Abubakar Badaru, Jigawa, David Umahi, Ebonyi, as well as the former governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, and ex-national chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole. Others were former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Shifemi Pedro, former Lagos State Commissioner for Information, Dele Alake, PCC Finance Director, Olawale Edun, Senator Tokunbo Abiru, Senator Musiliu Obanikoro, Senator Tokunbo Afikoyomi, former Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Chief Shegun Adeshegun, Hadiza Bala Usman, and the Lagos APC chieftain, Alhaji Mutiu Are. The APC candidate also reiterated his desire to consolidate the gains of the current administration, especially in the area of agriculture and infrastructure. Tinubu also expressed willingness to engage the private sector actively if he wins the February 25, 2023 presidential poll. He stated, "I guess my name is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the current president is Muhammadu Buhari. There is nowhere in the constitution that says the current administration can't be in continuity. This doesn't mean removal from adaptation to my own developmental policies. I did it in Lagos. The present administration has invested heavily in agriculture, providing loans and expanding the country's total acreage of cultivated land. We will build on this, but our focus will be on using technology and expertise to accelerate growth and development by providing the critical infrastructure necessary to achieve the commodity transformations in the agricultural value chain." He added, "Roads, rail, access to ports and storage infrastructure are what we require to radically transform the agriculture sector and increase its value to the nation. Providing this will be the areas of our focus so that the full potential of our agro-economy can be achieved and we can reap the benefits in jobs, improved economic opportunities, and increased prosperity." The former Lagos State Governor also unveiled plans to fix the energy sector crisis. He said, "Fixing the perennial riddle of energy supply is another priority. There is no version of the world where Nigerians' ambitions for itself can be achieved without solving the problem of how to provide energy to homes and businesses across the country. It is time to recognize that the centralized approach to energy policy and infrastructure is not an optimal arrangement and is unlikely to improve by mere tinkering around the sides. The federal government as regulator and operator and price fixer is a broken model and one that we fully intend to fix if elected." Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar urged Lagos residents to liberate themselves from the rule of a family government and replaced it with the people's government by voting for the party in the forthcoming elections. The former vice president spoke on Monday during the PDP presidential campaign rally held at the Tafawa Balewa Square on Lagos Island. Atiku, who was present with his wife, Mrs. Titi Abubakar, promised to restructure the country and empower youths with small and medium enterprises if elected president. He said, "I want to give you a short history. This history is about 53 years ago. In 1969, when I first came to Lagos, there was only one Qatar bridge built by the Europeans. There was no second mainland bridge, no third mainland bridge, or the Tafawa Balewa Square. It was the federal government that built the second and third mainland bridges and rebuilt the Qatar Bridge, Agege Motor Road, Ikorodu, and all the major roads connecting the highland with the mainland. Now the APC government is claiming that they developed Lagos. They did not develop Lagos at all. They are lying to you. Therefore, it is time for you, the people of Lagos, to liberate yourself from a family government to the people's government, and that people's government is going to be led by Jandor. People of Lagos, it is high time you took your destiny into your own hands for your future, not for the future of one family. In the last 23 years, you have been governed by one family, and it is your right and your duty to take over that governance and hand it over to yourselves. That is what the PDP stands for. On my part, if you elect me as president, I promise by the grace of God, I am going to set aside $10 billion so that we can empower our young men and women in SMEs. People were asking me where I was going to get that money. If I privatize Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna refineries, I am going to get that money. Let me also promise you, if you vote for the PDP government, we will restructure this country. What do we mean by that? We will give your states and local governments more power and resources, so it is up to you to hold them responsible. In a speech, the party's vice presidential candidate Ifeanyi Okowa said, Atiku is the only presidential candidate who is accepted in all the geopolitical zones of Nigeria. And the reason he is accepted is that he is a man that means well for this country. He is the only presidential candidate that has the experience to take us out of the troubles that we are in. We want a Nigeria that works for everybody, and we want a Lagos state that works for everybody. The Nigeria of today is not the Nigeria of our dreams, and I urge all of you to vote for Atiku because he will restore the country's lost glory. That's the news, guys. Thanks for joining in. Bye.